Ever wonder what it takes to be a hero? The United States Marine Corps says they're looking for a few good men. The Army says they will make their men Army strong. God says anyone who wants to be first must be the very last and the servant of all. The dictionary says a hero is a person who is admired for their courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Past heroes of the faith had common characteristics. They were relational and touched many lives. They allowed God to use their weaknesses. They were not afraid to speak the truth. They were ordinary people who listened to God's call on their lives. They were willing to make sacrifices. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. That was then. But what about today? Let's see how this current generation describes heroes.
A hero to me is someone who I want to exemplify, someone who I look up to, someone who I think, is a positive role model, someone I want to, model my life after.
When I think of a hero, I think of someone who is willing to help others no matter the sacrifice it costs for them. So not necessarily like Superman with a cape.
I would think of a hero as someone who is just in general willing to lay down their life for someone that they care about.
A hero is someone who takes great leaps of faith to try and help somebody and really does it so they don't get the credit, but they just help out.
I think it's also teaching people to help themselves, because you may not always be there to help them, so they also need to learn how they can do things themselves. So.
A hero to me is someone who sets a great example through work and through faith.
To me, a hero is that just like being there for others.
I think as a hero is someone who I look up to and I just follow their footsteps.
A hero is someone who can help you with things you can't do yourself, an encourager, and really helps you finish strong.
My father, because he worked very hard to make sure that we got the best education possible.
Dr. Wisdom. I love that woman to bits. She's amazing.
Definitely my dad. My dad has been a hero to me in many ways.
Definitely my mom, just because of all she's done for me. Putting me through New Covenant Academy was not easy for her, and she had to make a lot of sacrifices.
Personally, my heroes are my parents, but what kid doesn't say that? But my parents did sacrifice a lot for me to go here.
My third grade teacher, Mrs. Decker, and she was funny and always happy, smiling. Whatever she was going through, she was always there, and she was just like Jesus.
At New Covenant Academy, we are molding students to be the next generation of heroes for the kingdom of God.
At this school, we get to have chapel, and I just love that we can pray together in our classroom about things.
I think Christian education is really important because of the world we live in today. As we go out in the world after a high school education, I believe it's very important to know where your beliefs and your standards lie. And if you don't, it can be really easy to stumble and fall.
It's a great school, and it's a private school, so we're getting more one-on-one time with our teachers, and so we'll be prepared for college.
And probably most important is really just the Christian values that make it so much different from other schools. We can pray anytime we want. We have we have chapel where we can really just worship the Lord and just really express that. And we have the freedom to do that. The Bible classes are great. It really prepares kids to be Christians in the real world.
Well, even I went to church and Christian school in Korea, I wasn't saved, but I am now saved. And I'm very thankful that I'm here at NCA.
Whenever you come to New Covenant, it's like having a second family. All the relationships that you grow into here, it's pretty priceless.
I think advantage is you know everyone, you get to do more and get involved more than you probably would if you went to bigger schools.
My education here at New Covenant really provided an absolutely priceless experience for me education-wise.
I found that my English courses and math courses were easier in college than they were here. I was pushed and challenged by fantastic teachers, and they really made a difference. And I did better on my grades in college than I even did in high school.
NCA students scored in the top 19% in national testing. Kindergartners were in the top 3% with their reading skills. 95% of NCA graduates go on to college. NCA offers dual credit classes through MSU for up to 30 credit hours.
Yeah, the dual credit classes I've been taking this year through MSU really provide a good opportunity to get some college experience but still have the familiar environment of high school and the teachers, and it's really been good.
I've been involved with choir, I've been involved with soccer, FBLA, NHS, and chess club and computer science club and everything like that. So.
Some of the classes I have are PE, library, Spanish, art, and music.
I am involved in FBLA, and I also cheer, and I did track this year, and I did tennis last year, and it was really fun.
I've been in a lot of music. I've been involved with the worship team for 4 years, and the same with choir and band and a few different programs from there.
At NCA, students are held to a higher standard, with opportunities such as community service projects from elementary to high school, a senior international mission experience. As you have seen, NCA is preparing the next generation of heroes. Heroes who will share their faith with a lost and dying world and will live for God in whatever profession He calls them to. Remember our past heroes of the faith. New Covenant Academy is looking for heroes today. Heroes for the kingdom. People who are willing to invest in the lives of the next generation by praying, by volunteering, and by giving. Anyone can be a hero, but not everyone will. Will you be our hero?